This interview is part of the History Heard project. The content of this interview may be used for historical research, however no part of the video itself may be reproduced without the express written permission of an authorized representative of History Heard. Today is June 27th, 2009 at 4:30. This is an interview with Juanita Eaton in Fort Washington, Maryland. She was born November 5th, 1922 in Manning, South Carolina. Your generation is described as the greatest generation because it's seen such great transition in American society. You were born right before the Great Depression, and your life has passed so many changes in society from the Great Depression and to like the internet age, and where segregation was common to having an African American president. And how does this transition feel? How do you feel about this transition? Are there any moments that stand out?
How do I feel about the transition?
Yes.
What I feel about the transition, I think it's difficult to even find words to express the enormity of the change, to tell you the truth, to go through the various stages of the development of this country, and the feelings of the country, the way people thought at the moment, and how it has transformed into what it is today. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling.
Are there any moments that really stand out as particularly special or important?
The things that really stand out in my mind were things that after I was really married and had moved around many times, and we were stationed at Fort McClellan, Alabama. And this was when the troops were brought in because they did not want to integrate Ole Miss. And at that time, they sent a unit from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, to Fort McClellan. They would be transported from there to Mississippi to be sure that the integration was a smooth one. And to see a unit, I don't know, I cannot tell you at the moment the number of people, my husband could tell you this, but they sent a whole unit, they just moved the unit out from North Carolina and sent them without any distinction of, just as it was. They didn't put a person of color in charge or a Caucasian in charge. They just sent the unit as it was, and there was no problem at all. And I just, this tells you the kind of country this is. You know, this is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be. But that was, what should I say, a defining moment for me. I was very, very proud of my country at that moment, because we were in Alabama, and I think George Wallace was the governor at that time. And he was on the television the night before saying segregation yesterday, segregation today, tomorrow, forever, or something to that effect. And the day after that, I think a postman was shot, or delivering mail or something. But in all of that, at that moment when it was so tense for them to send a unit, and the reason I'm saying this, the head of the unit was a person of color. You know, they did not take this person out and send a person of Caucasian in charge, which was, I think, an enormous moment in history that they would do this.